All right, let's go ahead and get started. Again, let me say thank you for being here, for being a part of this Night to Shine event. My name is Brent. I'm one of the pastors here at the church, and we are thrilled about being able to host this event. This is the first time we've done this, and we've learned that it's been a huge undertaking, and you're part of that, so thank you for your help in making this a great event. One more thing before we watch a quick video. If you came tonight, but you have not filled out any of the registration form, you could have done it online or you might have done it in person. Again, you'll need to do that. There's plenty of these out on the table where you came in. It's just it's pretty basic information. If you did it online, it's the same information. So make sure you pick that up. We just want to make sure that when we do this event, that everybody that is registered volunteers here and those that are guests are here, but not other people. All right, we just want to make sure this is a very safe place. So again, I want to thank you for being here. Night to Shine, it happens all across our country and literally all across the world. It's an event sponsored by the Tim Tebow Foundation. So we're going to look at Tim on the screens here in just right now, and he's going to give you a little bit of a overview, and thank you for serving as well. Thank you.
Guys, I'm Tim Tebow, and I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and your ministry more than you could possibly know. I am so grateful that you have chosen to partner with us, but more than partner with us, to love on people and to value people. You know, when we started Night to Shine a few years ago, we started in 44 locations, 26 states, and 3 countries, and we thought, man, God is so big. He's opening up so many doors. This is so cool. But then to be able to see how God opened more and more doors. And this year we're going to have over 700 locations in over 30 countries and have over 215,000 volunteers. And while those numbers, they're exciting because we want to reach every single person with love and the good news of the gospel. And we want every single kid with special needs to understand their value and their worth. We don't do it just for the numbers, we do it for the one. And why I want to make this video and say thank you to you is because you are going to affect the one that God has for you, the one that is going to be your buddy, the one that you're going to cheer for on the red carpet, the one that you're going to crown as the king or the queen of the prom, the one that you're going to hug, the one that you're going to dance for. God is going to use you to change the one. And that one is waiting for you. That one needs you. God has designed you to meet that one that you're going to change their life. But probably God's going to use them to help change your life too. You know, at the Tim Tebow Foundation, we have some non-negotiables. And one of those non-negotiables is that everyone matters. No matter where they're from, no matter their background, no matter what they've done, they matter. Everyone matters. And why Night to Shine is so special is because we want to celebrate people, and specifically celebrate people with special needs. And why they have a red carpet and why they get crowned as the king or the queen of the prom, because it signifies significance and worth, meaning, and value. But why do we value everyone? Because God puts a value on everyone. You see, He gave His best for everyone. And that includes every single person with special needs. And so I am so excited to see you celebrate every single person with special needs. On the red carpet, on the dance floor, crowning them king or queen of the prom. Because do you know what happens when a life realizes that it's valuable, that it's created in the image of God, that it is loved unconditionally, and it's good and it's bad, that it is loved, that He is loved, that she is loved. Everything changes. Everything changes. And guys, we get to bring that love, God's love, to the world. And you are a conduit of that. You get to bring God's love. And I'm so grateful that you're doing that through Night to Shine, that you're saying, yes, I'm willing to give up my time, my energy, my resources, and I'm ready to affect the one. But I believe God has someone for you, because you're going to affect their life and they're going to affect yours. And I'm grateful that you said yes. And together, I really believe we're going to change a lot of lives. So thank you for saying yes, guys. God bless you.
Yes, thank you for saying yes. We are excited about how every individual, all of us as volunteers, and all the special guests that come will be deeply impacted in very, very positive ways. So we're going to get into it. This is a training so that all of us as volunteers can be well equipped and well prepared to make sure the Night to Shine event, which is this next Friday, goes very, very well, all right? So you have some blanks to fill in. I will do my best to actually tell you, here's the next blank you need to fill in, all right? And if you missed it from me, you're sitting next to somebody that probably got it, so you can copy off of them. That's completely allowed. Just make sure you get it all right? So I just want to say that this next Friday is going to be packed full of activities. And many of you, I know from Estacada, you've been involved in lots of activities, and sometimes it's just grueling. It's just a lot of work. So I just want to encourage you, be prepared to be all in next Friday, to be all in, to come and be prepared to make this night the most unforgettable night for all of our, we call them guests, we call them our VIPs, those people with special needs that are going to be coming. Now, we didn't know how many we're going to have. We wanted to have at least 75, and then we capped it at 100, and we have more than 90 right now that are planning to come. So we are thrilled at the response that it's from Estacada and all over Clackamas County are coming here to have this event. So, as Tim said, we want every one of them to come to feel like they're very valuable, they're special, because, of course, in God's heart and in God's mind, they are. So this is our first Night to Shine event. It's a huge undertaking. And I just want to recognize Susan Bates down here. Put your hand up, Susan. All right. She said yes to this probably a year ago, didn't know what she was getting into, and she's been driving this forward. So, Susan, thank you for being kind of the tip of the spear to make this happen. We know it has been taxing, to say the least. But because it is the first event, all of us need to be prepared, here's your first two blanks, to be patient and gracious with everybody, all right? You're going to be patient. Everything is not going to go just like we planned. You're going to be gracious. What's that mean? You're going to extend a gift to somebody, right? You're going to say, okay, you didn't quite get it right, or you didn't quite get there on time, or it didn't quite happen right, but you're going to extend a gift. It's okay. We're going to get through this, all right? So we're planning well. We're planning that it's going to go well, but if you've been a part of any big event, it doesn't always, all right? So we're going to be what? Patient and gracious to one another, all right? Here's some general information that you need to know. On Thursday, February 6th, from 10 in the morning, virtually all day long, we'll be setting up. And this building is going to be completely different. This room will not look like this. The fireside room, the gym is going to be amazing. So you're invited to come and help. If you have any time on Thursday, please come, and we'll have lots of just physical things. All these chairs need to be moved, and all the tables in the fireside room, all of that stuff. So that's when we're setting up next Thursday, starting at 10 in the morning. If you have some time to stop by, we'd appreciate it. All right. February 7th, 2020 is the Night to Shine event. The actual event for our special guests goes from 6 to 9, all right? Some of the special guests will be coming early because down at this end of the hall, we're going to have some that can help with hair and makeup and that sort of thing. All right? So, listen up. If you're one of those helping with the hair and the makeup and that sort of thing, you need to plan to arrive by 4 to make sure all your stuff is set up. So when some of those come at 5, you can get in and make them look beautiful and all that sort of thing. So if that's you, you need to be here by 4. All of us are going to park in the Clackamas Valley Baptist Church, that's the church right next to us, in their back parking lot. All right? The back parking lot. That's another blank. Did you get that? All right. Park in Clackamas Valley Baptist Church back parking lot. So you're going to go in the front. There's a little gate to the north side of their church. It will be open. Park. There's one walk-through gate between our parking lot and theirs, and that will be lit up. So you'll come into the gym. All right. And you're going to arrive at 5 o'clock. Now I'm going really fast, huh? There was a bunch of blanks right there. What time are you going to arrive? Unless you're doing hair and makeup, you need to be here at 4. Now, guys, again, if you've been a part of an event, if people just get there late, you're behind the 8 ball from the beginning, all right? So let's not do that. Be here no later than 5 o'clock. Go into the gym. You'll get your final assignments. Ask any questions. You'll go where you need to go. That way, when our guests start to come, we are ready to go. So what time are you going to be here? Okay, don't be late, all right? We will be gracious to you, but be late. Don't be late. Don't be late. All right. I want to encourage you as well. I know this is kind of dinner time, so eat before you come. We will have water. We will have some snacks for you to eat in the kitchen area, but we're not going to be feeding all of you, all right? We're feeding all of our special guests. We're feeding all of the parents and caregivers of our special guests, but you're a volunteer, right? You're here for the special guests. So we're not feeding you, so come well fed, well hydrated. We will have some snacks for you, but please don't come hungry. I don't know about you, but when I'm hungry, I'm grumpy, all right? No grumpy volunteers. Eat well, all right? You're going to dress up because this is a big event. This is an exciting event. So we're asking all the volunteers to dress up in semi-formal attire. When's the last time you did that? Semi-formal. That means, guys, find the tie that you wore 10 years ago and put it on. Gals, that means you can wear a dress or some nice slacks, but we're all going to look great. We're going to look like we looked when we went to the prom back in high school. Well, you might have been wearing a tux. I don't know. We're going to look good, all right? So again, this is because we want those special guests when they come in here to feel like, man, look at these people. They're all dressed up. This is a great place to be. So you're going to dress semi-formal, all right? No tux is necessary, unless you just happen to have one. You could wow us all, I guess, all right? Guys, you're going to wear a tie. A jacket's not necessary. If you want to put one on, that's fine. Gals are going to wear a dress or some nice slacks, all right? Now, when this event is all over at 9 o'clock, if you want to stay and help us kind of start to put things back together, you can. We're going to also be working the next day putting things back together. So any of the help that you guys have, we would really appreciate it. All right. Let's put that map up, John. You did receive a map of our church building. And I just want to talk a little bit about the flow of this evening. And then if you need to write some things on the map so you're aware of it, you can do that. This is not going to apply, everything I say is not going to apply to all of you, but we want you to understand how the flow is going to work through the evening, all right? All of our VIPs, the very important people, are going to come through the main doors, the same doors you just came through, all right? And at that point, they're going to be assigned their buddy. Now, some of you, actually a lot of you, are going to be buddies. Let me just say this right now. Some of you, when you registered, you said, yeah, I'll do whatever you need. We're going to need you as buddies because we got over 90 VIPs, so we need 90 buddies, all right? And we'll talk about what that means if you're a buddy. But the buddies are going to be in the foyer out here, kind of going down the hall. And when our VIPs come in, they're going to be connected with their buddy for the night, all right? The parent or the caregiver or whatever is going to be going into the respite room and kind of chilling and relaxing. So the buddy and their VIP are going to be together. And the first thing the buddy does with the VIP is they bring them in these double doors here, and there's going to be a red carpet that goes from those doors there over here into the fireside room, all right? And there's going to be a lot of paparazzi, all right? They're going to be on both sides of the red carpet, all right? So when the guest gets here with their buddy, they're going to walk down, and you're just going to be cheering. It's like, we're so glad you're here. There's going to be a spot about halfway down where they get a photo taken, and from there, the VIP, that very important person, will go into the fireside room and begin their night with their buddy, okay? So that's how the whole evening starts, okay? So it's going to be, everybody see that up there? You can see it. So there's going to be that red carpet. We don't have that on the map, but it goes right through the kind of the angle here of the sanctuary. All right? So that's going to start right at 6 o'clock. At 6:45, we're going to have all of our buddies and all of their guests in the gym, okay, because we're going to do the big crowning ceremony. So Tim talked about how every VIP is crowned the king or the queen of the night. And we're going to have it's going to be a great thing because we're all going to be in there. So if you're a buddy, understand that after you get into the fireside room, you're doing some of those fun things, you're going to work yourself into the gym. So at about 6:45, we can do the crowning ceremony. So then our VIP, they'll be wearing their crown or their tiara through the rest of the night. All right? At that crowning ceremony, we're going to have Tim Tebow talk a little bit more via a video and the big crowning, and it's going to be a great time. After that, at 6:45, the VIPs are with their buddies, and they're just enjoying the evening. And let me tell you all that's going on, and most of it is marked on our map. In the gym, there's going to be dancing, okay? And some of you, even if you don't have a buddy, you're going to be assigned as a dancer. How do you like that, huh? And so you're just going to be in there and you're going to be dancing, because here's what we want to have happen. When the VIPs go in there, they're going to see everybody dancing. So they're going to want to do what? They're going to want to dance. Don't you remember those dances where you went in and everybody was standing on the wall and nobody danced? That's not what we want, all right? So you're going to be in there. You're going to be dancing. We got a great DJ. Cody's going to do a great job. So that's happening in the gym. In the corner of the fireside room, you can see there's karaoke. And we've been told that these VIPs love to sing karaoke, all right? So some of you might be doing karaoke all night long. And again, we're going to have some of you assigned there so that when they walk up there, they're going to hear somebody sing and they're saying, I want to sing, all right? So we're just doing all we can to get them to step in and enjoy the evening, okay? So there's karaoke. All right, we're going to have a limo here. So sometime through the night, if you're a buddy, you might want to have your VIP go down to the gym foyer, because there's going to be a limo. I've never ridden in a limo, okay? And probably they haven't either. So they can go to the gym foyer door there, and you guys can get into the limo and you'll drive around the parking lot, and it'll just be a great event there as well, okay? We did hope to have some wagon rides and that sort of thing there, but that didn't work out. So you can see there where it says the limo ride pickup, okay? There's going to be photo booths and places to take photos in the gym. We've had some amazing backdrops painted by some people where the VIPs can get photos, they can do selfies, you can take photos of them. They'll also be in the gym, just another photo booth, that kind where you go in and you get the little strip of photos together. So again, buddies, if you're going to be a buddy, that's another thing through the evening. You just want to go in there and have them experience those photos and that just being, again, the center of attention. Also in the gym, there's going to be a Lego area. Some of our special guests might like to just hang out doing Legos. There's going to be a caricature artist where they can have portrait of them drawn or painted. There's going to be some coloring areas. All of that is in the gym. Everybody see that? Coloring table, all right. What else we got? In the fireside room, there's a place where you can have popcorn. You can make some snow cones. Man, this is a great event, all right. In the nursery, which is down the hall this way, is the quiet room, all right. Some of our special guests might get really excited because of all the excitement that's going on. They might need a little bit of quiet time, all right? So that quiet room is just down the hall. It'll be on your right. I think it actually says nursery, but it's got some chairs where they can just sit and relax, all right? Now, if you're a buddy, you'll have to notice, put up that next slide, that when the special guest comes in, they might have either a red or a blue star on their tag. All right? That blue dot means they might have some sensory issues. that means you're going to have to kind of pay attention. Are they getting kind of excited and nervous? Then be aware of that. You might invite them, hey, let's go down and check out this other room, and kind of let them calm down. Some of them might have a red star, and that means they have some allergies. All right, so you're just going to have to be aware of that when they're going through food and that sort of thing, if they have a gluten allergy or something like that. But that will be indicated on their thing. So if you're a buddy, you need to pay attention to that, right? All right. So about the food, it's all going to be in the fireside room. There's some great food that we've kind of designed. We've gotten input from caregivers and parents of people who have some special needs, and so we've kind of tailored some food towards them. The hot food is going to be out from 6:30 to 8 p.m. It'll all be in the fireside room. And then there's going to be dessert out from 7:45 to 8:30. You can go in there anytime, buddies with your VIP, and get food and just sit and enjoy the food and that sort of thing. There's going to be a respite room that's going to be in this part of the sanctuary. Let me tell you about the respite room. The respite room is for the parents of these VIPs or the caregivers. That's going to be a time just where they can relax, because we're taking care of their child or relative that has special needs. So they don't have to for about 3 hours. And so we're going to pamper them. There's going to be great food in there. It's not for you, all right? It's for them. But you're going to be in here, and I think Bethy's doing the cooking, and it's going to smell really good, and it's going to taste really good, but it's not for you, all right? It's for them. So just be aware of that. There should be no need for any of us to go into the respite room unless you're actually assigned to be in the respite room. If you're assigned to be in the respite room, then you'll be there. You'll just be interacting and doing all you can to give these parents and caregivers a break, all right? Going through a lot here. You're going to have a bunch of questions at the end, and that's when Susan's going to come up and answer all your questions, all right? At 8:50, just before this thing wraps up, everybody's going to go into the gym, because we have 650 balloons and a bunch of confetti that's going to be strung up, and at the very end, we're going to drop it all, and everybody's going to clap, and it's going to be a great way to end this, all right? So start going into the gym about 8:50, because this thing ends at 9, and that's just going to how we're going to end the evening. All right? Now, you don't need to memorize all of that. If you're a buddy, you just need to understand where all those different locations are. You need to understand that your job is to give this VIP, this person with special needs, the time of their life. Whatever they want to do, if they want to stay at coloring the whole night because they love to color, you're going to be so excited with them to do that. If they want to dance all night, good luck with that. That's 3 hours of dancing, all right? If they want to sing all night, you sing with them all night long. You give them the night of their life so that they knew when they came here, they were valued, they were loved, they were recognized as a very, very special person, all right? So buddies, you're going to be all over the building. The rest of us are going to be assigned at some specific locations, whether it's karaoke or the paparazzi or the dance floor. So I think this is number 5. Please stay in your assigned area, all right? There's going to be some lulls every once in a while, like the paparazzi thing. There's going to be a big rush as a bunch of people get here. There might be a lull, but don't leave, because we don't want a very important person to come in and walk down the red carpet with nobody there, right? So if you're assigned to a place, stay there until you've somehow been dismissed by one of the diamond team. By the way, you like my bling? Yes, because I'm part of the diamond team, all right? If you need anything through this evening, somebody that has something like this on, actually I'm going to have them all stand. Rob's back there. Rob Gaskell, Ben and Tammy, and Julie and Tom, all right? RJ's back in the back there, and then Scott and Susan are up here. Scott, you need to stand. Come on, you can do it. All right? So we'll all be identified with bling. All right? So if you need something, buddies, here's what might happen. You've been just having a great time and you've been drinking a bunch of punch and you got to use the bathroom, all right? But one of your assignments is you have to stay with your VIP all night long. You're going to see one of us, you say, hey, I need to use the bathroom, all right? So it's just practical things like that. We'll come hang out with your VIP or anything else you need. If you have some questions, we should be able to help you out and answer the question, all right? All right, number 6, this is for all of us. Always make the VIPs the priority, all right? You're going to have a great time. Whether you're dancing or karaoke or whatever, or in the gym or that sort of thing, you're going to have a great time, but it's not about us tonight, right? It's about the VIPs. So you're always going to make them the priority. We're going to make them special. I'm just going to keep saying that. And so don't take offense to that, because I know that's why you're here, but we're just going to make this event for them, all right? So we're going to come prepared. We're going to give ourselves out for these very important people. And then number 7, I just said this, if you need help, contact a what? Diamond team member, all right? So we'll have the bling, give us a tap on our shoulder, or yell at us or something, and we'll be right there. All right, if you are going to be a buddy, now some of you signed up, said, I'd love to be a buddy. Some of you said, I don't care what you have me do, you're probably going to be a buddy, and we appreciate your flexibility. Let me talk to you for just a moment. If you're a buddy, you're going to have to be 16 years old or older. That's just a Tim Tebow rule. I try not to get sideways with Tim Tebow, all right? So we're going to stick to that rule. Some of you might have children that are 15 or 14, said, man, they could do that, and they probably could, but you need to be 16 years old or older. All right? There's a few more things. If you're going to be a buddy, you need to keep healthy boundaries. Here's what I mean by that. Don't ever refer to yourself as their date or their boyfriend or their girlfriend, because we don't want them to get strangely attached to you. So you're going to call yourself their buddy. We're your buddy for the night. I'm your buddy for the night. I'm going to be hanging out with you, and we're going to have a great time. Okay? So in that same regard, okay, this is all input that Tim Tebow gives us that you guys need to know. So don't exchange personal information, like say, don't tell them, hey, text me, or because again, that crosses some boundaries sometimes that are just not helpful. So be all in for them that night, and don't give them inclinations that you're going to kind of be there ongoing, because honestly, you're not going to be. You're there for them this night, okay? And then here it is. If you are a buddy, you will be with your VIP at all times. That's very important. And again, Tim says you need to be with them the whole night. They always need to be safe. They always need to feel like there's somebody with them. So don't just see your friend and say, hey, I'm going to go talk with them for a while. That doesn't work, because we're here for them, right? So you need to stay with them at all times. You need to do what you can do to give your VIP an unforgettable experience. So they'll be wondering, when are they going to do this again? Because we want to go back and do that again. And we just might do it again next year. If we all survive this, we just might do that again next year, okay? All right, buddies, I want to talk to you a little bit more. Some of your VIPs, if they have sensory issues, or even if they don't, this is going to be a high energy night, and some of them might just get like overly excited, all right? So again, you have the quiet room, right? So you can just take the time and say, hey, let's do something different. Let's go down to this room, and then just kind of get them out of the lights and the noise and the music and let them relax, okay? There might be a place where if you don't know quite how to make that happen, or they just don't really want to go, that's where one of the Diamond team members might be able to help and get this situation kind of calmed. What we want to avoid is one of our VIPs getting to kind of the point of melting down, all right? So be paying attention, how they doing, Okay, are they having a great time? Are they smiling? Are they doing well? And if you see any issues there, think about the quiet room. Think of a VIP, all right? There might become a point for some of the VIPs that they just need to be connected with their caregiver or their parent again, all right? And that's okay, but we want to kind of save that as the last option, all right? If they start having some problems, we just don't want to go get the parent because we're trying to give them a break, right? So we're going to do all we can. Use the quiet room. Use one of the Diamond team members before we have to have a Diamond team member go get the parent or caregiver, all right? So on this night, probably never, we shouldn't be using, we're not calling them handicapped, we're not calling them disabled, we're not calling these VIPs crippled, we're certainly not calling them retarded, we're calling them a person with disabilities, okay? We're calling them a person with special needs. That's how we refer to them, all right? So if that's new to you, I know some of you work with people with special needs all the time. That's very common. For the rest of us, we need to get up to speed, all right? Not handicapped, not disabled, not crippled. They're a person with what? Either disabilities or a person with special needs, all right? So just use that sort of terminology. As you're talking with your VIP, talk normal. There's no need to talk slow. There's no need to talk loud. There's no need to talk like a child, like you're talking to a child. Talk normal, and they'll be able to understand you fine, all right? So just have that normal tone of voice, normal conversation. And if you think maybe you're not communicating, again, contact one of the Diamond team members, and I'm sure we can help you with that. We have a few that are coming in wheelchairs, all right? Wheelchairs are their space. Be careful you don't get into their space. Like, don't put your hands on the things and just really lean into them. So give them their space because a wheelchair is their space, all right? So be careful about that. And then just be patient. Be patient with them, all right? You might ask them something. It might take a minute or two or a few seconds for them to respond. So just be patient, and then you're going to make this night all about them. I think we have one more blank. Have you guys filled in 9 already? Do you have all 9? Yeah? Need to cheat off anybody? No? We got them all? All right. At the end of this event, again, this is our first event, and you're going to be very patient with everybody, and you're going to be very gracious with everybody. But at the end, give us any honest and helpful, there's actually 2 H's there, give us any honest and helpful feedback, all right? Because we're going to trust the Lord to lead us as a church family. If we can do this again, we want all the feedback we can so we can do it even better next year. All right. I covered a whole bunch of stuff. You've heard that phrase. You've been to where you just like trying to drink out of a fire hose. Hopefully you got enough to make sure that you can come prepared. All right. So let me say a few more things. If you're a buddy, you already know you're going to be a buddy. If you are willing to be a buddy, because you said do whatever you need, I'll do whatever you need me to do, you're going to stay a little bit longer. Susan, where are you at? Where do you want them to meet? Just over here to the side? Okay? So buddies or those that are willing to be buddies, and remember, how many buddies do we need? 90. We need 90. And not everybody is here tonight. There's some more that will be coming. So please, if you're willing to be a buddy, come on over here when we're done, and Susan's going to give you a few more instructions. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, so you're going to be right here. Buddies are going to be right here, all right? And actually, I should have said this is being videotaped, so all those people watching this via videotape, you got to have all those blanks filled in, all right? So you guys need to give that back to us because, again, we want to make sure everybody is prepared. All right. Here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to ask if you have some questions and I might be able to answer some. Susan is right here. Should we just have some question and answer time right now? We okay with that?
Yeah, and I do have a couple things I realized I forgot.
Okay, you're going to add some things. Thank you.
Yes.
This is Susan Bates. She's the one that's behind all of this. Let's give her another round of applause because you love her, right?
So one thing I didn't mention is we will have police officers and EMTs on staff here for the whole event. I did not mark it, so they will most likely be in room number 9, and they will be stationed there all night long. So if you feel like your buddy is having, or you're the buddy, sorry, your VIP is having, if you're concerned there's something medical going on, first of all, you can find one of us, get one of us. If not, start moving them towards room number 9, which is where they're going to be. Just so we don't want to have any major things happen with them. And if you are a buddy, one of the things that you'll be given is when you're handed off, or the VIP is handed to you, you will be given a sheet of paper that gives you the critical information about them, their name, their age, if they have allergies and what those are. And you just need to read through those and familiarize yourself with them. We do have some latex allergy people coming. So that is going to be critical because we have a balloon drop that will happen at the end of the evening. So probably about 5 minutes before we do that, we're going to say, you're going to announce that's going to happen. And if you have one of those people who have latex allergies, you need to move them out of the room. Just because we don't want to have any medical situations. So that's kind of what I needed to add, so I guess we can just open it up.
Okay. Questions anybody has right now?
Okay, where and when are we getting our assignment tonight?
Unfortunately, we had hoped to give your assignments to you tonight. The problem is that we have 93 guests registered. We have 27 of you who volunteered to be buddies. So I need to be able to know who of you are willing to step forward and be a buddy for that night. And until I know that, I can't hand out your assignments, so.
So all that to say, so if
Yes.
somebody's willing to be a buddy when we're done here, you're going to be right here, and then we'll be able to kind of get a tally of how many we have.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. That would be great. So that was one of the things, the hairdressers, if you guys are willing to stay and help in the other areas, that would be awesome.
Rob, back in
So-
the back.
Me? Oh, Brent, I was
I'll
going to say,
be
you don't want to
dancing,
see
yeah.
me dance. Yes, Brent is going to bust a move, so we,
I've been practicing at home. Kim knows. She saw me the other day doing my little move. I have one dance move. It works for every type of music. Yeah. Right there in the back. Say.
oh, the superheroes and the princesses are coming dressed up. Where will they be? You will be part of the paparazzi. And once that's over, you will move to the dance floor gym and just kind of dance with the guests.
I didn't even know that was happening. We have superheroes
We have
here.
superheroes and Disney
amazing.
princesses coming, so yes.
Alex,
So I said that for makeup afterwards we're done. How long is makeup gonna be? Because I'll be willing to step in as a buddy after that's done. So how long will makeup be?
So hair and makeup goes from 5 to 6. So you could be a buddy, and that would be fine. And probably what you do is, because basically the buddies are going to be lined up here, and we're not assigning you. Now, there'll be some people, some guests who are coming, who are bringing their own buddy. And that's just because they're comfortable with this person, and that's what they just kind of need. But for the majority of them, we're just going to grab one of you and say, you're up. Now, some of you are going to have to decide, those of you who are buddies are going to have to decide how comfortable you are with higher needs. And so when we talk about buddies over here, we're going to review that. So think about that if you're going to be comfortable with somebody who has higher needs, because I'm going to need to know who you are.
had another question over here, I thought. No, maybe not. Yeah.
Oh, has anybody here participated in Night to Shine as a buddy or?
Good.
Anybody want to
All right.
share anything? Go ahead.
Just give him the mic. Let him update us. We're excited
Hi,
about
my
that.
name is Carlos Gonzalez. We did Night to Shine 3 years ago at Mountain View in Gresham, which is our home church. And last year we did it in Vancouver at the church there. And what I really wanted to say the most is that it's going to be better than you could possibly imagine. The blessings that you'll get out of this is something that it still tears me up every time. So it's just a fantastic event. It's tough being a buddy. That's what we do, my wife Carrie and I. We have our buddies that we're going to meet here that they know that. But anything that we can do to help, any questions we can answer, but just expect to be blown away. The kids that are in wheelchairs that have never experienced joy before, it's phenomenal. So thank you for doing it. God bless you guys.
Yeah. Back to the back.
Okay.
Medication and bathrooms.
So medication and bathrooms, we are not taking responsibility to medicate anybody who's here, and that has been expressed to the caregivers and parents. So if there's anyone who needs medication, that will be taken care of by the parent or the caregiver. As far as bathroom breaks, so you are required to get them to the bathroom. We will have bathroom attendants who will be there to help. And if necessary, we'll just make sure that all of those needs are taken care of, whatever that's going to be. So one thing I want to say is that any volunteers that is here, whether you're a buddy or whatever you're doing, never be alone with a VIP. Never. Every room that there is up there that things are going on, like the quiet room, there will be people stationed there to be in there with you. You stay with your VIP, but never enter anywhere alone with them. So when we've taken, and this is why we did background checks and everything else, and I'm actually the parent of a special needs child who will be here. When we take these VIPs into this building, we are saying to their parents and caregivers, you can trust us. And so we're going to make sure that they can trust us. So that's a hard and fast rule. Never go anywhere with them alone. So.
Good. Other thoughts or questions?
So what is the age group? It only has a lower limit, and that's 14. I can tell you right now, we have 60-year-olds coming that probably have never been to a prom before. So
14, nobody younger than 14,
Correct,
but no
sorry.
limit up. Jackie?
I had stated I would help with respite, but when I signed up for that, I was referring to respite helping the child that's maybe would need that quiet room. So I'll be more than happy to be a buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Jackie.
that would be great.
Okay. Kim?
Oh, wait.
I
Sorry.
don't know they're going to arrive, but is there a system to send them off?
So when they go to leave, they will leave the gym door. They will leave through where they're getting the limo ride pickup. We're going to have the parents pick them up there, caregivers. It just makes it a little bit easier for them not to have to come all the way back through the building. So we have been, the Tim Tebow Foundation provides us with swag bags. And so it has the logo and everything on it. So when they leave here, they will leave here with a framed photo of how they came for the prom. They will leave here with a lot of different fun stuff in that bag that many area businesses have donated. And it's been an amazing thing. We had somebody who just sent a whole bunch of stuff today. It just showed up in the office that were gifted us to put in the swag bags for them. So that's what they will leave with, and they'll leave through the gym door.
So just to clarify, so because everybody's going to be in the gym for the big balloon drop at the end, so if you're a buddy, you'll stay in there with your VIP until their parent comes into those foyer doors, and then we'll connect them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do not assume at 9 o'clock you can walk away until they've
Right.
been connected to their caregiver. or parent, and that will be on their form as well as on the back of their, everyone here must have one of these, whether you're a buddy or doing the kitchen or you're a respite person, whatever, even the VIPs and the parents that are in here will have to have one of these on.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Connie?
At this point, because of doing background checks, I know some of you are filling some forms out with me or for me tonight, and that's fine. After Monday, we cannot do background checks and get them back fast enough. And so because of that, I'd love to have as many volunteers as we can, but that's going to be the biggest issue is background checks.
So all that to say,
yes.
if they have some friends that say, hey, they're going to go and invite them, if they get registrations in by Monday, it's okay.
Yes, but we have shut down online registration. So if you're going to do that, you're going to need to get a paper one from me or one of the Diamond team tonight, and it has to be returned to the office by Monday morning.
All right. Good. Go ahead.
Two questions then. Can they fax it to you?
Yes, the fax number is not on there, email is, but yes, they could, yeah.
Second question, if you end up with a latex sensitive person and do you have like a designated spot you want to take them, or do you want to take them out, or you want to be brought back here?
They just need to go to the fireside room. So understand there's balloons that we're gonna have balloon arcs all over, and there's balloons everywhere, and people have been made aware of that. It's more about them touching them. So that's why they can't fall on them. And so if you do have one and and it will be on their tag, don't let them brush up against the balloons either. Just make sure you keep them between the archways and stuff. So.
Right over here.
Okay, for the hairstylist, what do we need to bring with us?
So. Correct. So, yes. Just lots of, and we need to talk, because I thought Nicole was kind of talking to you guys, so we'll have to talk about that and get you guys some information to be sure what you guys need. And same with the makeup people, whoever. Yes, yes. At this point, we're working on getting the appointments made. So I'm giving them 15-minute slots. Yes. Correct. If you have turned in your either online or paper registration form, you have had a background check, and that's why you're here. So, Taryn?
Somebody asked me to ask if they work in the church and they have a background check through working with the children's ministry, will that work? Or do they need to have a separate background check?
No, but it has to be within 2 years. And that's kind of where we come into. So it has to be 2 years.
Annette?
So those hairstylists, when you guys make the appointments, can you ask the VIP to bring their own hairbrush and comb so that they can use the VIP's hairbrush and comb?
Is that okay? Most of them are emailing me, so I can email them back and ask them to bring their hairbrush and comb.
The problem I see with that is what are they going to do with it all night? They're not going to have pockets to put it in. The rest of the brushes.
Okay, so we can figure that out. We do have a coat check, and we will be having a coat check here. And that will be, so if you guys, first of all, if you guys as volunteers could minimize what you bring in, and I know that's hard because we all have our purses and our coats, and it's going to be cold and stuff, but just try to minimize what you bring in, and that will help a little bit with the chaos of having so much stuff. But we will have a coat check for the guest as well, and a place for you guys to keep your stuff, your purses and stuff secure.
Had a comment over here?
So I was a buddy, and they brought their boyfriend, and so I chaperoned both of them. Is that something you guys are also allowing, just for other people to know that there might be more than one person that you're accommodating to?
So we have one situation like that where we have a VIP coming and they are coming with their boyfriend who is a VIP as well. Each VIP will have their own buddy. So, Yeah, so in our case, every VIP will have their own buddy regardless of who they've come with.
Good, Alex?
So who is supposed to be in contact with people doing makeup? Because I have not had any contact yet.
Okay, so we'll get in contact with you. Yeah, I'll make sure that we take care of talking to the makeup people. Yes.
For people capturing all the visual media, is there a designated spot to put in tags and stuff?
Yes, so we'll have the offices, we will make sure we have, like, especially for your guys' equipment, for the photographers and stuff, we'll make sure one of them stays locked with your stuff in it. So, and then you'll just need to find, only certain of us have keys. So maybe find me.
The offices are right next to 3 right there, those little tiny ones, okay? So let us know, we'll make sure they're locked up, okay?
Okay.
Back in the back.
Is the cleanup and tear down taking place that night only or the next day also?
Yeah, it's gonna, we'll do a little bit that night, but then the next day, a bunch of us will be back, kind of getting it all back together. You're gonna be there to help? All right. Good.
Awesome.
Right over here. One more time. Paparazzi, anybody can take pictures.
Oh,
can't
anybody
they?
can take pictures. The only thing I'm asking is that we haven't every VIP has to sign a waiver that allows us to use their photos. So that would be happening, but not, you guys are not signing those. So hopefully nobody is going to be bothered by that. But anyway, so anybody can take photos. So if I can have our 3 photographers and our videographers stand up. So these people have donated their services, which is an amazing thing because there's a big chunk of our budget right there. And so these guys are our professional photographers and videographers. So they will be around throughout the evening taking photos. So you know what? When they come up to you and they want your photo with your buddy or whatever, just make sure you give a big smile.
Thank you,
So
guys.
thank you, guys.
So you said that setting up started at 10, how long is that going?
We'll be here all day.
Yeah, so
Setting up.
setup will
Yeah.
run all day Thursday and part of Friday if necessary.
Yeah. Sandy?
So you said the swag bags will go with the VIP. So when these guys take their picture, they're gonna note that and
Yeah, so it's going to be a little crazy. So the way that's going to work is they're going to get their photo taken here. We're going to ship them off to Walgreens, have them printed, get them back here, stick them in there, put their name on it, and make sure they walk out with the right one. So that's why we have so many volunteers, because there's so many little details that we have to have people just on. So,
John?
John?
With the setup on Thursday being undetermined for the end, should the worship team reschedule the practice for that night?
Nope, we
Nope.
are actually going to entertain all those that are setting up by practicing up here on the
It'll
platform.
be awesome.
So if you're on the worship team for our church, we'll still be here Thursday night. Okay? Yeah.
What time will setup start and end on Thursday?
Yeah. Any time you could give us, we're going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. And we kind of put 5 o'clock at the end, but it might go a little bit longer. So if you have any time during there that you could come and help, it'd be much appreciated.
We
All
have
right.
a whole lot of balloons to blow up. Okay, just kidding. We actually got things to blow them up, but
All right. A few more questions if you have some. Did you have one right there? Go ahead.
Volunteers that were able to make it on Thursday for an hour or two in the middle of the day, but only for setup, do they have to have a background check?
no.
No.
As long as if you're on this property while the VIPs are here, you must have a background check.
Good. All right, here's what we're going to do. That piece of paper, you filled in the blanks, right? All right. You're going to put your name on the bottom of it. Can I just?
Yes, perfect.
All right, and as you leave, there's a little round table right between those 2 double doors. You're just going to put it there. all right? That tells Tim that everybody listened and paid attention and got those key things filled in. If you are willing to be a buddy or have already signed up to be a buddy, when we're done here, you're just going to come over here and take a few more instructions, all right? And again, if you came in and you have not filled in any registration forms at all, we're glad that you're here, but you can't come back to the big event unless you fill out that registration form, all right? All right. And then one more thing, for some of you, we didn't get your photo taken, because what we'd like to do is actually give you a photo ID that you're going to be having. So right out here in the foyer, Carrie's out there. You're going to write your name in big letters, your name. We're going to hold it up there. You remember when you got your mug shot? Oh, wait. Yeah, that didn't happen to any of you, right? That didn't happen to any of you. You're just going to hold it up there, and you're going to get a photo. So please help us out. If you haven't done that already, hang around and make sure that happens. All right. So some of you are going to come right over here because you're a buddy, you're willing to be a buddy. And if you have some more questions, the Downman team will be here. We'll be glad to answer them. You're going to drop your forms on the table. You're going to get your photos. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it.